Welcome back, Pokemon trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order, and it's time for another Pokemon TCG Online viewer battle with you folks out there. My opponent today is Charlie FCR. I'm going to call for the coin flip of heads. Let's hope we get some luck. We do not, so Charlie gets to take the first, or choose to take the first turn if they want to. Now, if you're not sure what deck I'm using, check out the video that came up, or went up earlier this week. It's going to be Tauros-GX, as you can see. Who do I want to lead with? I don't know. I'll lead with Tauros, I suppose. And I'll put Grubbin on the bench. So it's going to feature Tauros-GX. It has Zapdos in here to add damage to Tauros if it's on the bench. Not the best place for it to be right now, but as you'll see, I might be able to maneuver things around. I do have Random Receiver to help me out here. Force of Giant Plants as well, and we see Darkrai-EX and Giratina-EX. Chaos Wheel could be annoying. It's only really going to hinder putting on... what are they? Fighting Fury Belts, because I don't really use, I'm not really focusing on the stadiums, not really focusing on special energy. We have no Mega Evolution Pokemon. We also see Zorua on the bench, and now an Eevee. We see Energy. Oh, we see Sycamore being played. New hand of cards. Alright, the opponent is getting set up quite well. They have now played the Reverse Valley, which we can easily knock out with the Giant Plants, which I believe we're going to do. Just take that out of there. And... do I want to random receive right now? Or do I want to use... I'm going to take a chance on Birch. I'm going to keep everything else in hand, shuffle it away, and we draw only 4, of course. We got a Level Ball, which we can immediately evolve into Charge-a-Bug, which we're going to do, of course. But we can't get enough energy on to accelerate anything just yet. I'll still put this onto Tauros, though, just to prepare for the inevitable. They're going to start hitting us, of course. Dark Pulse does 20... and 20 more for each darkness energy attached to all of their Pokemon. You're welcome to hit me if you like. So to get one more energy, I can start dishing back some damage. We see a stand-in Zoroark. I don't want to put too much energy or too many Pokemon in play. Let's put a tool before we lose it, because the more bench Pokemon I have, the more damage Zoroark can do with Mind Jack. 10 plus 30 more for everything on my bench. Now, I've only got one on the bench, of course. We see Zoroark break. Okay, let me see. What can that do to us? Foul Play. Choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon's attacks. Now, I wonder, this is going to really answer a question. I've wondered, are GX attacks considered attacks? Or are they considered a whole other thing? Because if they are, this Zoroark could do a good amount of damage with the Mad Bull GX. Now, that did a lot of damage, too. Fortunately, we got a double colorless. Just in time, we're going to Mad Bull GX. I'm sick of you, Darkrai! Already. Down it goes. Let's grab a couple of prizes for ourselves. Alright, so the Chaos Wheel does 100, which is definitely going to be painful. They only need one more energy to be able to power up. The Double Dragon provides both Grass and Psychic. Well, 2 of any color it needs. But with one more energy of any type, they can hit me for 100. Okay, so this side, I can only have 3 bench Pokemon. That's fine. If you want to hit me, you're welcome to. You're going to bring me up to 200 damage. I can hit you back for 230. Won't be able to play any stadiums or tools or special energy on the next turn. Bring it on. Go ahead. Versus Seeker. What are you going to go for? Another Sycamore? Yeah. Going to discard your hand. Now we're going to see Tauros-GX put to the test. It's going to be able to take this hit unless they have some way to get rid of my tool. Because I currently have 220 max HP. We see a Umbreon-GX. Alright, so once we do take down this Giratina-EX, an energy will be moved to it. How much HP? You got 170. I can Big Malasada 20 damage away, which might be enough to survive a hit. So I'm at 200. We have another Grubbin. Might as well drop it down here. Just in case we need to start powering up, I'm going to give this to... I don't know, what if they get rid of my energy? I'm going to give it to Tauros. Charge-a-Bug's not really going to help us in this. I'm going to Big Malasada. And go for the Rage Attack, doing 210 right now, which is the knockout. 2 more prizes being taken. Now, they can move a Darkness Energy to the Umbreon. With a double colorless, they can knock out my Tauros. We've got ourselves Lysandre. Alright, 1 Darkness Energy that can use any of my Pokemon's attacks. Let's see, do they get to use the Mad... Well, they're not going to use Mad Bull. because they would do nothing to me. That N could be just what we need. We're only getting 2 cards, of course. Not really what we needed. We have a Did we just have Lysandre in our hand? We got it back immediately. And foul play. If they go for the horn attack, that's the knockout. That's the knockout. Alright, Grubbin. Why don't take a hit, buddy? So there's no real point to play Lysandre, because they can just do the stand-in ability, or what is it? Yeah, stand-in. There's really no reason to play the escape rope either. I'm gonna throw a level ball out there. Let's grab ourselves another Grubbin. It's our last Pokemon of 90 HP or less in the deck. We'll just drop it to take a hit, and hope we can get a better hand of cards at some point. Come on, give me someone. Give me... I wouldn't want N. I don't want to get 2 cards. Did I use my Sycamore yet? I do not see him in there. Mind Jack. Ouch! So let's just leave this Grubbin up. Maybe you're not going to drop another benched Pokemon, because that'll be enough to knock out this Grubbin. Although I kind of maybe want to need to. Let's go ahead. I'm going to use the Nest Ball. I'll get another Tauros. So, of course, this Grubbin will faint unless... No, let's just escape rope. Let's save that Grubbin. Let's try to lure them into doing more damage to Tauros. If I can get a Vikavolt in play, I can strong charge 2 energy onto Tauros-GX. So we see the Umbreon come up. They could strafe, of course. I'm going to end it there. Let's see how this plays out. Max Elixir being played, putting a... Well, searching the top 6 cards, looking for a basic energy, attaching it to a benched basic Pokemon. I'm getting that Darkrai powered up. And we see a Darkness energy added. That has no effect on me. It only affects if a Pokemon EX is attacking. So, what do you go for? The Mind Jack can do 70. Yeah, that's probably your best bet. Horn Attack would do 60. Now, I wonder if it uses the Mad Bull GX, does it count as using their own GX attack? It's kind of interesting. Come on, Alima, give me something good. Not really something good. Well, I'm going to heal up. I'm going to throw an energy onto you, and I've got a random receiver. Let's play that now and hope we get something useful. Yep, next turn, definitely useful. Alright. This is an interesting... It's coming down to the wire here. With Sycamore, I'm definitely going to get another energy. I mean, there's no way that's not going to happen. We see retreat, or free retreat free retreat possibilities with the Zoroark break. They can retreat into whatever they want. I want my Sycamore! Don't take that away from me! That's not bad either. Get ourselves Vikavolt. And how much will this do to us? It's gonna hurt. It's a knockout. Definitely not good. Okay, Charge-a-Bug comes up. Not really that useful. I'm gonna throw this onto Vikavolt. I'm gonna strong charge, despite the fact the game is over. Yeah. Alright, so we lose the first match. A lot of EXs, a lot of GXs to deal with. That's all we can really do. We're gonna let them get the knockout. Normally I would just walk away at this point, but no, let's let them go for the attack and knock us out. You don't need to play any cards. I don't think anyway. 20... How much would I have done without the 2 energies they just played? 20 plus 20 more. What are you going for? You used my own attack against me? You discard energy. Alright. First match done. A loss on my side, but there are still 2 chances for me to win and take the win for this video. Let's see how we do in battle number 2. Alright, the rematch. See if we can tie things up here versus Charlie FCR with a pretty interesting deck. Now, did my hand really start that good? I can't remember. I'm going to blame it on the hand. I didn't have a good hand to begin with. This time we have a perfect hand. As you can see, we have all these options available. Of course, welcome to Professor Chaz's channel, everybody, where we mulligan every single... That's a lie. You just saw that's a lie. It feels like I mulligan quite a bit, though. So, let's see what we decide to get with our next 7. And now they know exactly what my strategy is. They've seen my cards. We have a Grubbin. Not really the best thing. If we could get the Force of Giant Plants, we could evolve immediately into Charge-a-Bug, but we can also go into Vikavolt on our second turn with the Rare Candy. What I'm thinking is... Get those Max Elixirs out of here. What I'm thinking is I could play Skyla to get a Nest Ball and get a Tauros immediately. What did I just say about Max Elixirs? That's right, you fail that Max Elixir. Floatstone's okay. So this thing with another Darkness Energy attached could do 60, which we would survive. Okay, we can only have 3 bench Pokemon once again. Of course, I could attach one more energy and do 80. I'm wondering what's the best bet here. I'm going to Skyla. I'm going to grab a Nest Ball. We'll get ourselves a Tauros. Sadly, there's not much we can do to save the Grubbin, unfortunately. We'll have to let it go. Alright, but let's get our Tauros in play and start powering it up. Next turn, I can play the Professor Birch and get a new hand of cards. Hopefully something a bit more beneficial. You never know, it could happen. And let's see what is next from Charlie. I thought we were going to see that. We're going to see the energy evolution into Umbreon-GX, which is providing enough energy now to Darkrai-EX to be able to get the knockout with Dark Pulse, doing 80 damage. 20 plus 20 more for each Darkness Energy. And you're going to Sycamore again. That's your second Sycamore. Get ready, your Zoroark. Break. Yeah, I think you're doing enough damage as it is with... Oh, 90. See, 80 wasn't enough. You know, you want to throw 90. Oh, it's not enough. You want to throw another 10 damage with your Stadium. That's how you're playing. 100. That was way too much for poor little, Robin. But Tauros is now ready to roll. Can't do much with the energy or the damage that it currently has, but we're going to play our own Professor Birch, get a new hand of cards, find ourselves a Fighting Fury belt, thankfully. Or not. Who did we just lose? Yeah, we don't have a Charge-a-Bug yet. Let's play this and get ourselves a Charge-a-Bug. Can't play it just yet, of course. But we can hit you for 60, I guess. That's about the best we can do right now. No, you're hitting for 100 right now as it is. Of course, we will survive that. With a... Ooh, shiny switch card. Look at that. Nice foil. Up comes the Umbreon with free retreat if necessary. We're going to see 30 damage done to us with the Strafe. Well, 40 with the Stadium, of course, in play. Skyla being played for another Sycamore. You just love burning through that deck, don't ya? Of course, it's a very effective way to go. Darkrai-GX. Dude! I needed those! Yeah, I kind of needed those. Well, let's just throw this on to Tauros-GX. You can't use your GX attack anymore. Of course, you're doing... How much damage now? 120 if that Darkrai-EX comes back up. There is Sycamore being played, down to 18 cards left in the deck. You could be doing You can do 100 right now, which you're doing. With one more energy, we can take you down? Yeah, with the Mad Bull. Of course, we're not going to get the energy that we need. We're going to get another Ultra Ball. Good game to Charlie FCR. This game is over. Yeah, there's nothing we can really do at this point. We're just going to take the hit. Yeah, but Charge-a-Bug is still here with 30 HP remaining. Let's go, Zapdos. It's all up to you. This is not going to end well. We got ourselves another Tauros, I guess. That's something. Now, Zapdos will survive this hit, but if the Darkrai-GX, or EX... GX and EX, I'm getting them all mixed up. If Darkrai-EX comes up, it is going to destroy Zapdos. Although, do we see... No, we're just going to see a Shadow Bullet. 100 damage being done. Down goes my Charge-a-Bug. Why did it wiggle? It doesn't want to go down. No, leave it up. Alright. Really? Okay, we'll play the Nest Ball. We'll get ourselves... Hey, let's go for another Tauros-GX. Why not? Drop that down. Zapdos is going to fall. I don't even need to look at this. What's happening, guys? Tell me. What's going on in the game? We see a Zoroark, which can now stand in. Are they going to? Nah. They can get the knockout with the... anything, just about. Why do you want a Crushing Hammer? You don't need that. Alright, we're getting dominated. My deck is not working this time. Which is part of the fun of the game. Sometimes it just happens. Alright, Shadow Bullet. Tauros-GX takes a hit. You're our best bet to hit back. Let's just bring you up. They only need one prize. I haven't taken a single prize yet. We get ourselves nothing. Tell you what. Discard. What do we find? We got... Oh, look, we got a Grubbin. Sweet. Let's just drop it to the bench. Not much more to be said. What can get the knockout? I'm going to say Darkrai-EX comes up. Pretty sure all you need to do is attack. Pretty sure all you need to do is attack. You just need to bring up that Darkrai-EX. You just need to click your attack button. That's all you need to do. You don't need to play that card. You just need to attack. That's not the knockout. Ooh. We got ourselves a Skyla. Does that matter? Not at all. Or does it? Nope. If I was to try to survive this, though, the only way Tauros can survive is... Well, how about this? I'll grab the escape rope. And at least switch it to the bench. And bring something else up. Umbreon... Oh, hang on. Umbreon has the float stone. Put this Tauros up. It can take the most damage, but again, let me do the math before I actually click done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 220. Yeah, that's enough. All you need to do is click attack. I'm not wearing a watch, but if I was, it'd be ticking overtime right now. And that is unfortunately 2 losses in a row versus Charlie FCR. But, well-fought game. Unfortunately, my deck decided, you know what, I don't feel like working today. Alright, fair enough. Those things happen. And so that's going to bring a close to today's Pokemon TCG Online viewer battle, featuring my opponent, Charlie FCR, and showing you the awesome, unstoppable, undefeatable power of Darkrai-EX. Ignore Tauros-GX. He really didn't do much. But if you want to see what Tauros-GX can do, of course, the other 3 battles this week, well, the first one I kind of got lagged out thanks to very bad internet. But anyway, check the 2 middle battles. You can really see what Tauros-GX brings to the table with the Rage Attack, Horn Attack, which is not really the most important thing, and Mad Bull GX. But anyways, that is a finish for... A finish? Yeah, a finish. It's a finish for this week's Pokemon TCG Online video here. Feel free to leave some congratulations for Charlie FCR down below. If you have any suggestions how to improve their deck, you're welcome to leave them. I'm not sure what more you could do, but if you want to leave some comments on how to improve the deck that I used, more ways to make it consistent perhaps, and just any sort of improvements you can make, feel free to leave those down below as well, so that anyone that wants to try to recreate a Tauros-GX deck for themselves, your suggestion on how to tweak this idea could help them make a better deck for either their online game or in-person game if they have the cards, whatever you want to say. But that is a wrap for today's Pokemon TCG Online viewer battle. Now, if you want to be a chance to be in these viewer battles, feel free to subscribe to the channel. There will be a link during the outro. You just click on my face, you'll get subscribed to the channel for daily Pokemon content, usually. And on the weekends, I'm putting up videos letting you know when I'm doing some viewer battle recordings in either Pokemon TCG Online or Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon Wi-Fi battles as well. So if you want to get your chance to get involved with some of these, just feel free to subscribe and follow the instructions in the videos as they're uploaded over the weekends. And I think the next one I'll be doing is on probably this coming Saturday. I couldn't do it this past Saturday because I had Pokemon League stuff at Heroes Weekend to do, but usually I'm going to aim for Saturdays, and if not, it'll be Sundays. But if you want to check out some more videos that I have done, there'll be some links during the outro to those videos as well. You can click on those. And for more Pokemon TCG Online matches, there's a link in the description to the full playlist, I believe, of all of our online videos here for Pokemon TCG Online. But with that, we are now done. I want to say once again, congratulations to Charlie FCR for dominating me. Very, very soundly, too. I had no prizes that last match, but sometimes that's the way the game is played. But, again, I want to say thanks for watching today's episode, everybody. Professor Chaz is now signing off, and I will catch you next time.